Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Julie of Julie's Plans, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing and sharing with you some of the new items that are coming to Erin Condren this month throughout the month of September. Now, a huge majority of the items are specifically related to the On the Go Folio. Now, these items were sent to me to review by the Erin Condren team, but you guys know how I am. I am going to be honest and real with you about my thoughts on everything, but still a huge thank you to Erin Condren and her team for sending these items over to me. And you guys know that I have been using the Folio since they launched last fall, I believe. I think some of us like redated ours and started a little bit early. As a matter of fact, I had to order the Q4 book because I redated mine, and I realized as I was looking in my current Folio that come the end of September, I won't have a book because I used the October through December one. So I had to order another one this morning. So that was kind of funny, and my bad that I didn't really realize that earlier. So I kind of want to go in order of what is being launched, like in order of them being launched. Because some of these items are being launched this week, some items are being launched next week, and if you've paid attention to any of the Facebook groups or things like that, some of these items are available if you are in the area of an Erin Condren store. You can get some of these items already, but you have to purchase them in store. So I'm gonna show you an order of how they're launching on the website, if that makes sense. So let me get some of these things out of the way. Now, the first two things that are launching on September 12th are the, Lord, I'm gonna need to get my reading glasses out, but they are the Breast Cancer Journal and the Medical Treatment Log. Those will be both on the website on September 12th. And just like any of the other Erin Condren journals, that's these two right here, they are $14. So good price. I have many of their other journals. Normally I believe they fall under the accessories category. So if you get, is it 4 or more? You get 15% off. I typically wait till there's a sale or till I have credits because $14 per book can start to get a little bit pricey. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Breast Cancer Journal. I'm actually really excited about this and already have a family member to give this book to, but I'm excited to share this. So the description on the back says that it is a beautiful and practical breast cancer journal that is designed to support you with 6 weeks of trackers for drain levels, chemo, medication, symptoms, mood, meals, and more. The inspirational quotes and gratitude spreads and journaling pages help remind you that you are brave, strong, and powerful, and you can do this. So it is 80 pages. I really love it. You guys know I'm a cancer survivor myself. Although I'm not a breast cancer survivor, I can see how this is useful for someone who is dealing and going through breast cancer. It has all of these just amazing spaces. So when you open it right up, you have the front page where you can put this book belongs to, and you can put your name there. And then of course it has these beautiful quotes right along here. Then you have a space for your support circle, so you can put down your friends, family, your medical team, your neighbors, your support group, all of this stuff, which is so extremely important when you're going through something like this. The next area has a space for a drain tracker. I honestly don't know much about this part of breast cancer, but it does also have a radiation schedule, a chemo schedule, and then it goes on to your journaling section, which I love because you can put your today's feelings, today's focus, your daily gratitude, your medication tracker, along with how many ounces of water you've drank, checking off your breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner, along with your weight and an area for notes and reflection at the end of your day. And then that goes on for what looks like to be the total of the 8 weeks, like it said in the description, in varying shades of like this pink, peach, and like maroon color. And then it looks like at the end of each week, you get this area to reflect on that says how this week went, how my body feels, something that brought me joy this week, and what's in my heart. I love this. This is really beautiful. And if you know someone that is going through this, I think that this would be an amazing, beautiful gift to give them to keep track of things. This is a really hectic and difficult time in their life, and this might be a good way to just sort of keep track of it all. And there's even an area back here. After all of the weeks of daily self-reflection, you have several pages for additional notes in the back, along with some beautiful artwork along the edge there. And of course you have matching stickers. These are actually really, really beautiful. And they have, I think it's rose gold. Yeah, rose gold. And there's like, I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer here, but there are little water bottles, check boxes, some of the more floral accents there, some little pill stickers right there, appointment labels, and then some blank ones for you to customize yourself. I definitely think that this is a very well thought out book, and I'm just honestly like, this is beautiful. Definitely, this is definitely going to go to my sister-in-law, who is currently dealing with her own battle with breast cancer. Okay, so the next book that we have is the medical treatment log. I was really, really excited about this. If you've watched my previous videos, I do track a lot of things medical wise because of my own medical history. This book is also going to be available on the 12th, and I love it. It's got this beautiful navy color. I love that all of Erin Condren's journals have this hand stitch spine as opposed to the staples. I've never been a fan of staples. And on the cover, it's just got in gold foil. It says, "You've got this." Now, I've already flipped through this one a little bit because I was really, really excited about it. I love this. The front cover page says, "I am more than my diagnosis," medical treatment log, and then the place for you to write your name. So in here, you've got your diagnosis date, your doctors, and characteristics and types. So you can sort of break down what it is that's going on with you, which is really a nice space to really have that. You have a space for tests needed. And I like that they've left some spaces blank because maybe you don't need it to say tests needed. The next page, you have treatment options. And again, I love that this book isn't so specific, whereas the breast cancer book is very specific. This is sort of left open for, you know, if you're someone like me who's dealing with a chronic illness, something that you have to keep track of long term. So before I forget, the description on this book reads, "This petite but powerful medical treatment log is designed to help you get organized so you can plan your way to recovery. Use it to track and log doctors, medications, treatments, appointments, expenses, organize your support network, and more." So I think that's really cool. Okay, going back to the book, it has treatment options, things like that, a couple pages for treatment options. So in case you're seeing more than one doctor, in my case, I have to see numerous specialists. So this is really gonna come in handy. And then you have a treatment plan, if there's surgery involved, next steps, important dates. Wow, this is very, very detailed. And then you've got a couple of notes pages there. Now, if you're going to have surgery involved in whatever medical issue that you're having, then it's also got a nice little pre-surgery checklist. I cannot even tell you, as someone who's had, I've lost track now, probably a dozen surgeries, that this would have been so extremely helpful. Yeah, this is great. So then you have a surgery recap, who your medical team was, actions taken, next step, and your recommended recovery time. Next up is your medical information. I love this. You've got space for all of your insurance information, your family members, information on your partner. I love that they put partner and not like spouse, you know what I mean? I love the medical team section because a lot of times it's very, very easy to forget the names of all of these people, the names, the phone numbers, the emails, the fax numbers. It's great to have this all in one place, and they give you several pages for that. So it's like a good contact section for all of the providers that you might see. Now this part right here, just like really, really, really hit home with me. And this is a like questions for your doctor section. I can't tell you how many times I have sat down at the doctor and I'm like, I'm gonna ask them this, I'm gonna ask them this, and then I'm gonna ask them this. And when I leave, I realize I didn't ask them any of those things. And I'm like kicking myself because it's another 6 to 8 weeks before I can get in with that specialist. So this is a great way if you have questions and you just want to have a place to put it all there and put it all in one place, then it's here for you. And you have several spaces for it and several pages for it. Next up is a medication log. Again, this is going to be very useful for me. You have a lot of space for that, and I mean, that is quite a few. Next up is your expense and insurance log. This is amazing. Now that we are not an active duty military family, we do incur some medical expenses with co-pays and things like that. So it's kind of great to keep track of it, especially at the end of the year for tax time. So again, another great place to keep it all here together. And they do give you several pages for that as well. I also love this page. This is a support log, so you can keep track of the people who have helped you out and maybe, you know, give them a thank you gift, or even if it's just a card, something like that. And again, a place for you to keep track of it, because if you're dealing, again, with some sort of an illness or a long-term illness situation, it can be easy to forget these people's names and things that you might want to get them. And here you have like a place to do that. And it's just really nice. Okay. So then you get to this section. I love this. I love this like little snapshot right here. It has 2 little quote pages there, and then you'll move on to your appointment log. Again, super important. I'm such a huge advocate of being your own advocate, and by doing that, it's keeping your own documentation, not just what the doctors say they have or don't have, or things may have gotten lost. So this is a great way for when you have your doctor's appointments, you can annotate the date, who you saw, why you saw them, any notes for your appointments, any questions that you may have, your next steps, and things to celebrate. So that is phenomenal. And I think that is the majority of this. Yeah. So the better half of this book, or the second half, I should say, is all appointment logs, which for me, this is great. This would last quite a while. It's quite a number of pages. And then you get a few lined pages just for some additional notes if you wanted to do that. And then of course, like any Erin Condren journal, you get matching stickers. Okay, so let's move on to the items that are coming out next week. And those are gonna be the wellness log and the budget book. Now the wellness log, I looked through this really quick and it looks like it stayed the same. Looks like just the cover changed. And in the wellness log, if you've never seen this before, it is one of their Petite planners that has 6 months of goal setting for all of your wellness in a weekly spread. So it has places for you to log your workouts, your steps, your meals, and a lot more. So I do love this new like watercolor pattern that's on here, but I need to finish the one that I'm currently on. And I do want to say this before I forget. One of the things that I've noticed with all of the new books that are coming out is that there has been an upgrade in the paper. If you saw the new, let me see, I have the bullet journal book that they have, there is a significant difference in like the color of the paper, and this is the new paper and this is the old Petite planner paper. It's a little bit thinner, but the one in the bullet journal is a lot thicker and handles a lot more pens, a lot better. I said a lot, like a million times, but that's okay. So if you've never seen it, it just has this overview of your week where you get to put down your activity, your water intake, your hours slept, and your steps. And then over here is where you track food. If you saw any of my folio videos, especially my wellness one, you'll see I don't track food over here. I actually put quotes on this side, but you can do the tracking of the food, whatever works best for you. So like I said, this book hasn't changed. It comes with the same stickers, I believe, that are already available. I use these from time to time when I remember to, but I don't always use a whole lot of stickers in my wellness journal. And this one is also going to retail for $14. And next up is the budget book. Again, when I looked at this one really quick, it is the same as the last budget book, but it just has a new cover on it, and I think this is the braided hues. Yes, braided hues. I'm probably wrong, but so So what this book does, a brief description on it, it's supposed to help you set and reach your financial goals. This includes 12 months of financial planning. Now, this is not a book that I actually use. I tried. I am more of a doing our budget on the computer type thing, but just a brief overview. It does give you a savings tracker, your month at a glance, a place to write all of your income and expenses, and then a spending summary for the month, and you get several pages for that, and then it just repeats itself. So you'll get this thing throughout the same layout of pages throughout the 12 months, and it just changes each month in color. Kind of helps you keep track of where you are in the book. I mean, this might be something that I'll use in the future. I'm very glad that it's undated. That is one of the things that I love about these books from Erin Condren, is that most of these Petite journals are undated. And of course, that one will also be $14. Now, next up, the thing that I know everybody is super, super excited about are the daily Petite planners. I know a lot of us were wondering, were they coming back? We hadn't heard a whole lot of chatter about these until recently, until actually this past week when they were actually put in stores, and they are back, and they're back in the beautiful, colorful kaleidoscope theme. And at first glance, I do have some concerns. Let me preface that. I have some concerns, but I'm just so excited that these are back. I use one of these every single day. And I'm gonna actually pull out the one that I'm using just to show you some of the differences that I noticed in the new books compared to the current ones that are available. So let's start with January, as soon as I can find it. That is January through March. Okay. So each of these books retails for $14, but they are available on the website in a bundle. I haven't seen the new ones listed. I believe they were accidentally listed and then quickly taken down, and I can't remember what the price was. But it's obviously one of those things where it's like cheaper to buy more. So, but you can actually just still buy one at a time if that is what you need to do. So here we go. I'm going to start with the January. And again, I've noticed the paper upgrade in this book. And these books come in 3 months at a time, so you'll need 4 for the whole year if that's what you want to do. Now, let's see if I can get both of these in the frame here. Almost, kind of, sort of. Okay. So we have the same volume, like you can instantly see, I hope that you guys can see this, but the printing is a lot better. Let me see if I can get these closer for you guys to see, but there is a big difference in the print quality, and you can see the difference in the color of the paper. This one's not as bright white, but it's also not cream, so don't be alarmed. It is not a cream color. It's just not as white as this one right here. So you'll have the title page, this is January through March, and then instantly you will see that colorful kaleidoscope theme across the top here. So it's very much like the colorful life planner across the top there. And then you've got the shaded in area there. One thing I was really nervous about was that if there was shading in this monthly, oh my God, there was going to be shading on the daily, and thank God there's not. So let me get to a blank page in the current daily Petite planner so you can see the difference here. So obviously the difference is, and I noticed something here, is that they put the month down here in between both of the days, kind of, sort of. So it always seems to be on the left, I guess. I'm not really sure why it needed to be here and not up here. And the hexagon, I like it, I'm not mad at it, but it's blank. I would have liked to have seen a quote already in there, because now I feel the pressure to have to put something in there. And it would obviously have to be transparent or big enough to cover this hexagon. So I'm a little bit torn on how I feel about this at first glance. I'm just not sure. I'll have to be in the book using it. I love the kaleidoscope pattern in the colorful, so I was excited to see the color already there. I primarily use a lot of pen in my Petite planner. I don't use stickers a whole lot, you guys. So having color on the page makes sense to me because I'm not trying to add a whole bunch of other things to make it match per se. But like I said, it's just, I'm not understanding the purpose of leaving the blank kaleidoscope there. I'm sure that there's things that lots of us will think of. There's tons of quote stickers being made by various shops and various craft stores that you can put in there. But again, it's another space that I think is gonna bug me that it's blank. So anyway, that's that. They did replace the little flag down here on the corner with a small hexagon with the Erin Condren asterisk inside. I do feel like the print up top is definitely, like all the print in general, is just more crisp and just looks a heck of a lot better. Let me see if I can show you guys a little bit closer so that you guys can see. I mean, everything is just, it just pops off the paper a lot better, especially in this, it's almost like they used gray in here, and this is a very, very dark gray. It doesn't seem black, but it seems like a very, very dark gray here. So it just seems to be like popping off the page a lot better, if that makes any sense at all. Now, again, if you've probably already noticed, we did not get weekends with their own page. Again, I'll never understand why very few daily planners will give us a full page for a weekend. It wasn't any different this current year. You had to share a page on the weekends. It's just, I don't know. I really need the weekends to have their own page, but nonetheless, I'm still gonna use this system. I love the Petite planner. Nothing's gonna change about that. So of course, every month is its own color. So January is this beautiful, almost like a deep turquoise color. February is the traditional pink Erin Condren color. March is like the mint green color. These are like the traditional Erin Condren colors. If you remember way back when they started doing all these different themes, March was always this mint color, February pink, and so on. So that part I do love. I don't really mind the calendar down here. I always forget to use this space anyway, so it doesn't totally bother me. Here's what I would have done if I was creating this. This calendar would have just gone in here in the hexagon. Like I said, I'm not mad at the hexagon. I love it. I don't love it blank. It makes no sense to me. I would have put the calendar up in here each time. You just need to shrink it down a little bit. Look at me telling the printers what to do, but it would have made more sense to me. It was already on each page of the days. That didn't bother me, but now you're gonna have to mark the day yourself. It was already circled here on this one, and you can't mark the day because it's sharing it with 2 days. So I don't know. I don't quite understand the thought process there. So, but I'm just sharing my honest opinion here. So, and of course, when you get to the back, you do get stickers. I noticed that the stickers match the foil on the front of the book. So for the January through March, you're gonna get purple foiling because there's purple foiling on the book. Let's see if, for example, let's check out this one for October through December because it has blue foil. So I can, blue foil on the stickers as well, if you can see that. So yeah, I love that we still have some of the traditional colors on each page. The blue for November, green for December, orange for October. Yeah, that calendar, I'm trying to figure it out and I can't. So I don't know. I know I'm not the one creating the planner, so I don't really get any say, but these are just my general thoughts jumping out of my brain just looking at these initially. So yeah, these are all of the quarterly Petite daily planners. I can't wait to start these regardless of the hexagon month situation there. Next up is the actual Petite on the Go Folio. Sorry, the on the Go Folio. So I was sent one, and the one that I was sent, I'm glad that the color is pink because initially I was like, is that peach? Do we really need a peach on the Go Folio? No, we don't. So when I opened up my package and saw that it was pink, I was extremely happy. Pink is not up there on like my favorite colors. They are coming out with so many other colors. But this one is a beautiful color. Nonetheless, it's a beautiful color. So if you're familiar with them, they all just kind of follow a nice, simple, streamlined look. They come without pockets. All of mine have pockets in them. I use the large 3M adhesive pockets available on the Erin Condren website, and they fit the folios just perfectly so that you can add stickers, notes, whatever it is that you need to do. So the colors that will be available, and I'm so excited for these, is the color mustard, wine, pink, which you see right here, sapphire, and I believe that there is a sapphire with stars and they're gold. And then there's also a pink that has like a floral pattern on it as well. I'm super, super, super excited for the sapphire and the sapphire and the mustard. Those two I will definitely be buying. I cannot wait for the mustard. Oh, so excited. Okay, so as you guys know, these retail for $20. Last year when they initially launched, the embossing was free. I do not know if they will do that this year, but I do want to point out some changes because there are changes to this on the Go Folio that I noticed, and I noticed them right away when I took it out of the canvas bag here. So first things first, if you will notice on the spine, right here, I'll grab a few of them, I'm not gonna grab them all. There is now this little metal eyelet right here where the center elastic is that wraps around your entire folio. And I love that. You're probably wondering like, what's the big deal? If you've used a traveler's notebook at all, you know that this will help keep that knot on the inside in place and from possibly popping out. Plus I like that it just adds a little touch of more of that accent metal that they're using. So it's gold up here and it's gold here. So I can only assume that the other ones, if there's silver right here, they're gonna be silver here. That's what I would do. I don't know. But I really like this color, you guys. I like this color. Now the other change comes inside. You guys are probably like, whoa, here we go with the crazy elastics again. And honestly, you guys, they're not that bad this year. So in my black folio, I'm gonna go ahead and take out all the books here. This is what it came like last year. It kind of seems similar, but there's significantly less elastic here. Now, my only concern is last year it was tied off with a knot. I hope you guys can see that. Now this year it is sort of sealed off with this metal clasp right here. Now that's not to say that you can't still tighten these. My way of tightening would be to somehow take this and then tie it into a knot right there. I'm not gonna do that right now, but if you take it and you tie it into a knot and then go ahead and start pulling and adjusting your other strings, you can make it a little bit tighter if you wanted to. Now, let's go ahead and try something here. I am going to take out all of the new daily books and let's just take a look and see how they fit without doing anything to the strings, because I think that that'll be interesting to see. Because last year, if you put any of your books on the strings as it came, your stuff was flying all over the place. It wasn't cute at all. So I could really appreciate that they have taken a little bit of the elastic off so that you're not having to do all that work when you get this, you know? Okay. And my camera's gonna stop, so we're gonna pause for a second. Okay. So now let's get this last book in here. Oop. And I can already tell a difference. I can already tell a difference. I'm not gonna have to make any adjustments to this. Keep in mind, when you see the elastics fairly loose, the Erin Condren Petite journals are a heck of a lot thicker than your traditional traveler's notebook insert. The paper is thicker, the amount of pages is a lot more than your average insert. So you're going to need some room for the elastics, but what happened last year was your stuff would just come like flying out of the book. Now, they're a little bit loose, but because of the way, like you can see, it's not like they're not falling out like they were last year. So I think that's a huge improvement compared to last year with the Erin Condren folios. Like I can't use these elastics as they are. It's still a little bit too loose for me, so I will have to snip off this knot right here if I can't get it undone and tighten it just a little bit more. So I was a little bit concerned when I saw that gold clasp at the end of the elastics. I was like, oh my gosh, they're making it so that you can't adjust it. But really, if you're gonna use 4 books in here, which I use about 2 to 4, not always 4, this is going to be just perfect. You can see the room on the side that you have there. I never use a pen loop with mine, but yeah, they did a really good job with the elastic adjustment and this new little eyelet right here for your elastic closure. So I really like that. That's a huge improvement. So Great job. All right, so now I'm gonna move on to a couple of things that you have probably already seen. Some of these items are already available on the website as we speak. The first item is the accordion zipper pouch. And this retails for $14. Now, when I first saw it, I have to say the pictures on the website did not do this justice. I put it in my cart and then I took it out. I put it in my cart and then I took it out because I thought it had like a satin look to it, and even on here you can't, it's almost like a rain jacket material. I cannot explain it, but it is not satin. It's not that material it's gonna snag super easy. It to me reminds me of a raincoat. And then here's the fun part. Ta-da! So I don't know that I would necessarily use this for planner accessories. The second I saw this, I thought this is gonna be great to travel with because I can use it for different things. Like you could use this to store all of your electronic stuff like chargers, batteries, cables, SD cards, you know, anything for your camera that you might need, an additional phone charger, and use this all for that. And then when you're done, you can toss this back into your luggage and store your luggage away and be done. Now, of course, being from Erin Condren, where they sell planner accessories and writing utensils and things like that, of course you can still use this for your pens, your washi, your different cutting tools and things like that. And I just kind of love doing this thing. This is like to me this is a lot of entertainment. So I think this will definitely be more of a travel item for me than a planner accessory. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but it's a lot of fun, and I could see this being a lot of fun for kids. I kind of would expected something like this to launch when the kids planner launched, and maybe that was the case. I don't know, but it's still a lot of fun to play with. I know you guys are probably like, that is not the point of that zipper pouch, but it is for me. I would recommend this. I like this. Like I said, I wasn't gonna get it because I thought the material was like a no-go for me, but I really like this. It's super, super durable. Next up that is coming up, you have probably seen this with the seasonal surprise box. This was a coming soon item. It wasn't an exclusive item, but this is the desk accessory set, so this is nothing new. And let me see the retail price on that. It is going to be $12. A little bit pricey for me. I think that you can get push pins and rubber bands and things like that a little bit cheaper, but if your thing is getting all these matchy colors, this might even be like a nice gift for someone, like a new office, new job kind of thing, and you want to get them something a little bit extra than what the regular office supply is going to end up giving them, then this might be a little bit fun. But to buy this on a regular basis, maybe not so much, because $12 is a lot. And then another item that has already been shared, but I actually already ordered this cover, so this might go to my daughter. But some of the new Halloween covers that are coming out, and here's one of them right here. It doesn't have any personalization on it, so I'm probably gonna get some vinyl and put like a K for my daughter's name. And this of course retails for $8 because it is a non-metallic cover. There are some other covers as well, so I would hop over to the Erin Condren website and take a look for yourself. Now another item that is coming out that was also shared, actually these last two items were shared in the seasonal surprise box, is the gold metal ruler. I'm so excited. If you guys watched that seasonal surprise box video, then you know I was like, I'm already gonna need another one because I am going to lose this. And I'm so glad that there was another one sent along. I love this thing. I've already used it at least a dozen times in my planner. I love it. It's compact. It's very durable, you guys. I'm putting a lot of pressure on this. It is not bending a whole lot. So it's gonna last. The retail price for the ruler is $8. Again, maybe a little pricey for some, but if you wait and buy this with the accessories sale, with the 4 or more, then the price comes down. Maybe you have some credits on your Erin Condren account. That'd be fun to get. And again, this would also make a great gift. Now, one of the things that was in the seasonal surprise box that I was like, what the heck is this? And maybe they'll offer it in different colors. Oh my God, they are offering it in different colors. And this is not the only color that this pen pouch is going to come in. Now this color is this one sapphire as well? Yes, sapphire. but it's also gonna come in gray. Oh my God, I'm so excited for the gray. I'm gonna be very curious to see if the gray is going to be available with a platinum zipper or gold as well, because the plum one has a gold zipper, this one has a gold zipper, so we will see. I really like this blue. The blue I'm digging, even though I still feel like I'm getting flashbacks of being an 8-year-old with velvet pants on. So let's take a look on the new folio. I'm kind of liking the blue and the, oh, this might be a little tight with 4 books. We shall see. Nope, it slips right on there. Okay, that's kind of cute. I'm not mad at that. That's really pretty. So again, this isn't a full size, you know, planny pack or anything like that, but you can fit something like a ruler, a couple pens, things like that in here. And also, I did test it out because someone commented on my last video for the seasonal surprise box. This does cut washi very, very well. So this is gonna be great to take along in here, and yeah, super cute, but I will be ordering the gray. I know that I'm gonna love the gray. So, okay, so that is everything that I have that is going to be launching this week and next week from Erin Condren. I would love to hear what you guys think of these new things down in the comments below. I really wanna hear your thoughts on the calendar situation with the Daily Petite Planner, because I have my fingers crossed that I am not alone, so. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I hope that you will subscribe and stick around. I do post videos every single week here on YouTube. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate your support. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. So let's go ahead and take a look at the...
There is no active call.
And then...